Well, good afternoon, morning, whatever it is for you. It's definitely morning Miguel's time because I haven't heard from him. It's 7 a.m. where he is. So no Miguel for now. We'll see if he shows up in a bit, but for now it's just me. So let's have a look at the problem for today. So this is day 4, camp cleanup. Space needs to be cleared before the last supplies can be unloaded from the ships, and so several elves have been assigned the job of cleaning up sections of the camp. Every section has a unique ID number, and each elf is assigned a range of section IDs. However, as some of the elves compare their section assignments with each other, they've noticed that many of the assignments overlap. To try and quickly find overlaps and reduce duplicated effort, the elves pair up and make a big list of the section assignments for each pair, which is our puzzle input. For example, we get, okay, so this is between 2 and 4, between 6 and 8, 2 and 3, so on and so forth. Okay, are these inclusive or exclusive? Within the first pair of elves, the first elf was assigned sections 2 to 4, inclusive, sections 2, 3, and 4, while the second elf was assigned sections 6 through 8. Okay, seems straightforward enough. This example list uses single-digit section IDs to make it easier to draw. Your actual list might contain larger numbers. Visually, these pairs of section assignments look like this. Oof, getting a bit of lag here, not sure. Let me shut some of my browser windows. I've got like a billion browser tabs open at all times. See if that makes it work a bit better. Okay, so that some of these overlap, some of these do not overlap. Some of the pairs have noticed that one of their assignments fully contains the other, such as this one and this one. That's all for the examples. Okay. In pairs where one assignment fully contains the other, one elf in the pair would be exclusively cleaning sections their partner will already be cleaning, so these seem like the most in need of reconsideration. In this example, there are 2 such pairs. In how many assignment pairs does one range fully contain the other? Okay, so actually I think the pain is going to be parsing this thing. I'll use a regex for it. Let's get started. Oops. New day. Whoa. My monitor just turned off. Whoa, getting some weird technical glitches today. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so we're gonna do get lines. We're gonna do HTML views get lines of our input. So for each line of the input, let's parse this into pairs of pairs. Std views transform parse line, and then for each line we're going to can we use COUNTIF for this, because we just want to count the ones which are contained in the other. Hey Rashad RD, doing pretty good. How are you doing? Thanks MBMB. Okay, I think we can do COUNTIF, std views, COUNTIF. Wait, is COUNTIF a view? Std ranges, COUNTIF. Yeah, thanks to the follow, Bjorn Jotun. Can we use COUNTIF like that? Okay, I think we'll do parsed lines and then cout std ranges, oops, count if count if we have a we can just pass a function in here. What will we call our predicate here? One is subset, something like that. Okay, let's do our one is subset function. One is subset is going to take, well, what's parseLine gonna return? Let's do that first, I guess. parseLine is going to take us to string line. I'm going to use the HANA's compile time regular expression library, which I can't remember the syntax for, so we're going to look it up. But basically, okay, CTRE match. And our regex is going to be, what is it? Digit hyphen digits, comma, digits, capture hyphen, capture digits, comma, oops, / digits hyphen digits. I think this supports the /d. Hey Vagrant, how's it going? Match that against line. This will give us our groups. Oops. And then something like return a pair of pairs. Std pair event, which is going to be this work nested. I think what's the syntax here? Groups.get. You do groups. M.get to view. So 0, well, it'll be 1 dot, how do I parse this to an int? Assume there is a nice look at the code, or some docs, API. Does anyone know off the top of their head if there's a nice thing in here for just getting integral representation? ToView was the one to get a string view, so maybe there's a toInt or something like that. No. Okay. Well, I guess we just do toStir, toString, and then std stui. Oh, this is gonna look awful. Like we could factor all of this out, but let's just do a crappy copy paste job for now. There must be a nicer way to do this. in CTRE for just converting these captures into integers. Alright, so the idea is this returns us a pair of pairs, and then one is subset takes our pair of pairs event. This needs to be duplicated. I could make like data types for this, that would be nicer, but hey ho, this will do. And we will return whether ranges dot whether the first one. Yeah, let's make some data types for this. Gonna call this range. So this will be a pair of ranges, and we're gonna, that should still work. So we're gonna return if should get 0 from our ranges dot from is less than or equal to, let's give that a name, auto, let's just call it R1 or A, I'll do. Ranges dot get the first pair or the first range. Oh, in fact, we can use structured bindings here. A, B equals ranges. So then we return whether a dot from is less than or equal to b dot from and a dot to is greater than or equal to b dot to, or the other way around. Okay, so this should return one subset of the other. This should do the parsing. Let's give this a shot, semicolon. We need to rerun our CMake. Saying, is there some LSP that gives an error when using operations on types not mentioned in the concept? My mind is blanking on what LSP stands for in this context. Okay. Why is this not work? Left of .toString must have language server protocol. We have IntelliSense, so that's doing stuff in the background. I need algorithm for SID-ranges COUNTIF, but I don't know why this isn't working. What am I doing wrong here? Close CRT match this and dot get to view. What's the type of groups here? CRT E return type. Is decal type regex results, which should have a something weird is going on here. Maybe is this syntax supported properly, or do I need to make this context for string view for just auto and then pass it like this? Because I remember that there used to be like a bunch of different. Oh, okay, right. Yes, currently the only compiler which supports this is GCC, so we have to do static. Well, not that it matters in here. CTLL fixed string. Oh, I need parens after getIn. You're right, yeah. Was that actually just the problem? Thanks, JG424. Yeah, build succeeded. Yeah, let me try this just for the future. See if this works fine. Yes, it does. Thanks. Okay, let's give this a run, see what happens. Zero. Well, that's not the right answer. Let's make sure that we actually get the values we're expecting. Yeah, I didn't write any input into the file. Ooh, slow brain day today. Yeah, so MSVC is getting a lot better at compiler errors for ranges specifically. We're doing a lot of work there. Well, that's no good. S2I got the wrong thing. What did we try to pass it? S2I got stir an empty string. Is my regex wrong? Do I need to pass some? Oh, plus, but that shouldn't make a difference because these were only one character, even though this will make a difference for the real version. You know, let me just, I don't know if CTRE supports this shorthand. Let's give that another shot. Okay. That got further. Yeah. Let's just see if we get the right answer. 2. That was the correct answer. Great. Let's try with our puzzle input. $526. That's the right answer, yay. Okay, part 2. Seems like there's still quite a bit of duplicate work planned. Instead, the elves would like to know the number of pairs that overlap at all. And you've got an example, the first 2 pairs don't overlap, all the remaining 4 pairs do overlap. How many assignment pairs and ranges overlap? Okay. So this is just, we do the same, but instead of one is subset, we do overlap. And overlap takes a pair of ranges and returns AB. So what's the maths here? What people realize as soon as we start to get into mathsy ones, I cannot maths usually, and on stream it's even worse. So we're just returning that either a dot 2 is less than b dot from, or b dot from is less than a dot 2. Does that work? I'm just checking, making sure that the either, you know, we've got a range which ends somewhere and that is lower than the place where the other one starts, or it's the other way around. Hey, how's it there? I'm just gonna try it until someone tells me I'm wrong. Either someone in chat or the... That's not the right answer, too high. Okay, so it was not right. What does this overlap function need to be? Because this is... I'm missing a not. Either a dot 2. Oh right, yes. I'm returning whether they yeah, thanks. I'm returning whether they're disparate ranges. Whereas I want whether they're not disparate ranges. Thanks to follow. Leon makes things. 84. Well, that is lower than the previous one that I got, so... That's still not the right answer. Let's use the old input and double check what's going on. So... Let's, instead of doing a COUNTIF, doing SIDViews filter overlap, and then this is going to be a pair of these. I just want to print these out. Swap from and. So swap the or to an and. If either, yeah. Yep. Thank you. let's try this one more time. This is with the test input. Just make sure we get the right answer. Four. Okay. $886. There we go. We got there eventually. Okay. Again, some silly mistakes and mathsy stuff, but that's gonna be a theme we're gonna see throughout the entire thing. Solution's fairly simple in the end. I really want a nicer way to do this. Like, it's janky. It's very janky. Like having to do this groups.get.toString. Like I could just write a template which takes a size t. You can in C++ you can have integers as template arguments and do something like as int, which takes some class t, which is a capture group, and then does s2i groups dot get n dot toString and returns that, and then I just need to do as int one of groups. And then just do that for all of these. Something like this. As int 2s, as int 3s, as int 4s. I don't hate that. Think so. Another way we could improve this even more. Make sure we get the same answer, yeah. Like we could, I don't know, put all of this into a tuple and do a transform over the tuple. I think this is fine. This is at least less noisy than having all of that s2i .get toString stuff inside. So you know what? I'm gonna take this out and I'll make a regex helper thing. For when we want to do this again. Do I not have, I guess I can just do /regex. There we go. Now next time we need this, because we absolutely will need it again in the future, we can just use that. Alright, cool. I'm pretty happy with this. Finished in half an hour this time, and I think Miguel is still asleep, so I'm just gonna head off and probably play with I found a cool granular synthesis plugin which I've been playing around with today.